Your phone is hijacking your brain before you're even fully awake, and you're letting it happen every single morning. You think those first 5 minutes of scrolling are harmless. They're not. They're the most expensive 5 minutes of your entire day. While you lie there refreshing Instagram, reading notifications, and skimming headlines, your brain is being rewired in ways that will sabotage your focus, your mood, and your decision-making for the next 16 hours. Most people believe the morning doesn't matter, that the real day starts after coffee, after the commute, after they've woken up. That belief is costing you your life. Because what you do in the first 10 minutes after opening your eyes sets the neurological tone for everything that follows. And right now, you're handing that tone over to a rectangle designed to exploit you. Let's fix this. I've done this myself. For years, reach, swipe, scroll, before my feet even touched the floor. And I kept wondering why I felt foggy, anxious, and reactive by 10 a.m. Turns out the answer was sitting on my nightstand the whole time. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Your phone first morning isn't a small habit. It's the foundation your entire day is being built on, and the foundation is cracked. Here are the 5 things happening to your brain every time you check your phone before doing anything else. Once you see them, you can't unsee them. 1. You're skipping your best brain state. The moment you wake up, your brain is in a rare state called theta, a slow, creative, and open frequency where insight and clarity live. Most people wash it out with notifications within 60 seconds. This is the state monks spend decades training to access. You get it for free every morning, and you trade it for a weather app and 3 emails. Neuroscientists call these early minutes the hypnopompic window, a cognitive goldmine when your subconscious is still speaking. Einstein guarded this window obsessively. He reported that his best ideas arrived in the blurry minutes between sleep and waking. When you grab your phone, you don't just interrupt that state. You destroy it, and you can't rebuild it later in the day. Keep your phone in another room. When you wake up, stay in bed for 5 minutes with your eyes open and your hands empty. Just exist. Let your brain finish what it was doing. 2. You're spiking cortisol for nothing. Within 30 minutes of waking, your body naturally releases a cortisol spike, the hormone that gives you energy and alertness. This spike is useful. It's how you're supposed to get out of bed. Now add a phone to that. Bad news, a tense text, an unflattering photo, a work email you didn't want to see. Your cortisol doesn't just spike, it floods. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that morning phone use correlates directly with higher all-day stress levels, even on days with nothing objectively stressful happening. You trained your nervous system to panic before breakfast. Then you wonder why you feel tired at 11 a.m. You're not tired. You're recovering. Delay your first phone check by at least 30 minutes after waking. Drink water. Move your body. Let your cortisol do its natural job before you add chemical fuel to the fire. 3. You're training reactive attention. The brain becomes what you rehearse, and the first thing you rehearse each morning is task switching, jumping from to notification, to app, to headline. You just told your brain, today we react. Today we don't finish thoughts. Stanford researchers studying heavy multitaskers found they couldn't focus even when they wanted to. The ability had atrophied. Darwin spent the first 3 hours of every morning in deep, uninterrupted thought. No interruptions allowed. That's not a quirk. That's the reason he wrote On the Origin of Species, while his contemporaries wrote letters. You're not less capable than Darwin. You're just training the opposite skill. Every single morning. For the first hour of your day, do only one thing at a time. Drink coffee, just drink coffee. Shower, just shower. Protect your single focus muscle before the world drains it. 4. You're outsourcing your mood. Here's the uncomfortable truth. When you check your phone first, you're letting strangers, algorithms, and bad news decide how you feel today. Think about it. One passive-aggressive email and your jaw is clenched. One curated vacation photo and you feel behind in life. One doom scroll headline and the world feels unsafe. You didn't choose any of these emotions. They were installed in you before you even had the chance to decide who you wanted to be today. Psychologists call this emotional contagion, and phones accelerate it like nothing in human history. The sharpest minds guard their emotional inputs like a museum guards its paintings. Most people leave the doors wide open at 7 a.m. Choose your first emotional input on purpose. Read one page of a book. Write 3 sentences in a journal. Step outside and look at the sky for 60 seconds. Whatever it is, make sure you picked it. 5. You're killing your dopamine baseline. Your phone is a dopamine slot machine, and the morning is when your brain is most sensitive to it. A hit of novelty, a hit of validation, a hit of outrage, all before your feet hit the floor. Here's what that does. It sets your dopamine baseline artificially high for the rest of the day. So that book you wanted to read feels boring. The project you wanted to start feels flat. The conversation with your partner feels dull. Nothing can compete with the fire hose you opened at sunrise. Researchers studying reward sensitivity have found that heavy morning stimulation makes ordinary life feel gray by comparison. You're not unmotivated. You're overstimulated. There's a difference, and the difference is everything. Keep your morning boring on purpose. Boredom is not the enemy. Boredom is how your brain resets its dial so real life, your work, your people, your goals can feel vivid again. Here's the reframe. The problem was never the phone. And the problem is that you've been letting the world into your head before you've had a chance to remember who you are. Your morning isn't a throwaway block of time before the real day starts. It's the most important hour of your life, on repeat, forever. You get to decide who writes the first sentence, you or the algorithm. 5 things to remember. Protect theta window. Don't weaponize your cortisol. Train focus, not reactivity. Guard your emotional inputs. Keep your dopamine baseline low. 1 hour, that's all you're protecting, and it changes everything that comes after. If this helped you see your mornings differently, the rest of the channel is built for people exactly like you. People tired of living on autopilot and ready to take their attention back. Subscribe so the next video finds you. And tell me in the comments, what's the first thing you're going to do tomorrow morning before you touch your phone?